What is up, YouTube? Lee the Captain here, back again with another YouTube video on nothing other than Casper. And in today's YouTube video, I'm going to be talking about all things Casper. Going to be giving everyone an update on Casper. Going to be talking about the recent price bump and what may be causing it. And I'm also going to be giving everyone an update as to what is going on in the whole crypto space overall. So let's jump straight into the video. And one of the main reasons why I think the price of Casper has had a decent pump as of late is because of the release of CEP78. And for anyone out there who doesn't know what CEP78 is, CEP78 is Casper's very own enterprise-grade NFT standard. And the reason why CEP78, Casper's very own enterprise-grade NFT standard, is so special is because it has the ability to be upgraded and customized after it has been deployed. And this is extremely revolutionary because a lot of institutions, what's holding them back from adopting NFTs at a large scale is due to the fact that NFTs can't be upgraded or customized after they have been deployed. However, with CEP78, Casper is giving a solution for businesses to adopt NFTs on a large scale. And I think this is a total game changer for Casper because I think a lot of institutions in the past, they kind of looked at NFTs as something that is cool, something that is revolutionary, but not feasible to adopt in a large scale. However, with CEP78, I think a lot of businesses started looking into Casper and saying, wow, Casper is the real deal. They are so revolutionary and they are constantly building and providing real world solutions for actual businesses. And keep in mind, Casper's whole agenda is institutional adoption. And in my opinion, the future of not only NFTs, the future of cryptos as well is going to be institutional adoption. And I think this bear market is actually a blessing in disguise because it gives people an opportunity to actually study more about their favorite cryptocurrencies. And also not only that, I think this bear market is actually providing me a unique opportunity to buy more Casper than I could ever have before, because the way I take a look at it as of right now, the price of Casper is extremely oversold, and the way I look at it is that it is at such an extreme discount. And personally speaking, I think buying during a bear market is actually the best time to buy, not financial advice, but a lot of my friends and family, they like to say, hey, why would you buy cryptos right now? The prices are down. Don't you see how much it's down? But I tell them, hey, this is actually the best time to buy. The way I take a look at it is that the prices are at a discount. Who wants to overpay for anything in life? We all love discounts at the end of the day. And right now, everyone's excited. They're saying, oh, the price of Casper is pumping. But if you actually zoom out, if you actually take a look at the price of Casper, in the grand scheme of things, this pump is actually very irrelevant. During a bull market, hundreds or even thousands of percents of gains in a day is very normal. I vividly remember last year when I bought a lot of engine, when I bought a lot of sand, when I bought a lot of mana. During that bull market, when I saw my phone, when I saw my portfolio, I was like, oh my goodness, the numbers were going up like you've never even seen it before. It was doing numbers that I could only imagine of. I was like, oh my goodness, it looks like a video game. That's how crazy a bull market is in the world of cryptos. So Casper going from 3 cents to 3.5 cents, really in the grand scheme of things, is not really a big deal. Especially if you consider that if the price of Casper were to go to $1, it is a 28x. Just imagine that. Theoretically, if someone put $1,000 in Casper right now and the price of Casper were to go to $1, they would have turned $1,000 into $28,000. That is how crazy of a growth Casper can actually provide. Not financial advice, of course. Anything from 1.5 cents, Casper's ICO price to 20 cents, in my opinion, is still a steal. I don't care whatsoever what price I buy Casper at. I'm buying Casper on a consistent basis, and I'm buying as much Casper as I possibly can. And of course, right, I'm not going all in. I'm dollar cost averaging, and I'm buying a set amount on a set schedule. I'm not trying to time the market. I'm not trying to day trade the market because believe me, right, I've done all that, and every single time I did that, I got absolutely wrecked. And what I learned from all of that is just to dollar cost average and focus on the long term, and that is exactly what I'm doing for Casper. And not only Casper, right, all of my other crypto holdings as well. And also, in my opinion, when institutions, when they want to adopt blockchain technology, they don't really care about the amount of hype or the amount of fans the blockchain has. For example, a large institution isn't just going to solely adopt Solana just because it has a lot of holders. That is absolutely not the case. Institutions care about fundamentals. They don't care about the number of holders, the number of fans, the market cap, the price. They could care less about that. They are caring about what fits their businesses the best and actually what has the best fundamentals. And Casper, in my opinion, has such amazing fundamentals. The low price of Casper and the low market cap of Casper is not going to hinder any sort of institutional adoption. And take a look at this. Beyond Ethereum 3.0, there is Casper 2.0. While it took Ethereum 7 years to even become Ethereum 2.0, Casper is upgrading to Casper 2.0 only after 2 years. And keep in mind that Ethereum, even though as of right now it is proof of stake, it still isn't scalable. Even Charles Hoskinson predicts that Ethereum, in order to become scalable, is going to take another 4 to 5 years. Casper, as of right now, is already scalable and it's already proof of stake. Essentially, it's 4 to 5 years ahead of Ethereum already. Even though Ethereum becoming proof of stake is actually very very beneficial for Ethereum holders. For example, if you see the issuance of Ethereum, it went down 90%. Ethereum in the future has a potential to become deflationary, which is amazing, right, for holders. Long story short, Ethereum 2.0, good for ETH holders, but doesn't really do much for Ethereum just as a whole. And keep in mind that Casper is constantly building and building. Even during a bear market, they aren't giving up. They have a lot of perseverance, they have a long-term approach, and they understand where the future is heading. They understand that the future is going to be brighter than today, because in my opinion, the whole markets, the whole crypto space overall, it's going to come back. Historically speaking, it always does. That's not financial advice. But if you take a look at what's happened in the world overall, you take a look back in history, you take a look at what's happened, world wars, you take a look at pandemics, you take a look at recessions, you take a look at famines, you take a look at plagues. It's all crazy stuff, but what happens, right? The world always comes back, and it always comes back bigger, better, and stronger than ever. And Casper perfectly understands this. That is why by Q1 of 2023, they are planning a new and improved consensus mechanism, and also they are planning to have unified accounts and unified contracts. And on top of that, they are planning to have an open validator model. That is absolutely amazing. And also real quick, I want to go back to Ethereum, because I think Ethereum just overall just moves so slowly. Ethereum as of right now is really relying on their prestige, their history, the amount of holders they have, the amount of market cap they have, but in my opinion, that can't last forever. Because no matter how big something is, if it doesn't learn to adapt, if it doesn't change to the time, it's going to be left behind eventually. And not only in the world of cryptos, you take a look at the real world just as a whole, you take a look at businesses in real life. For example, you take a look at BlackBerry. 10 years ago, BlackBerry was all the rage. Everyone wanted to use a BlackBerry. They couldn't get enough of BlackBerry. Everyone wanted to buy one. But take a look at BlackBerry right now. You can't even buy their phones anymore. And why is that the case? Because BlackBerry, they thought they were too big to fail, essentially speaking. They didn't want to improve, they didn't want to innovate, and they got overtaken by giants like Apple and Samsung. If Ethereum continues to move this slowly, very well in the future, it could very well not be as big as it is right now. When Ethereum is actually slowing down, a lot of other layer 1 blockchains, for example, something like Casper, is actually speeding up. They're actually ramping up their development and ramping up their growth. And not only in the world of cryptos, much like in real life, let's say someone owns a business, for example, they take their foot off the gas pedal just even for a bit, that is going to give another opportunity for a competitor to take their spot. This world is just so competitive and things move so quickly, so nothing essentially is ever too big to fail. Anytime someone slows down, another one is actually speeding up. And some people, right, they enjoy to sleep a lot, they enjoy to take a rest, but just imagine this, right? When you're sleeping, when you're taking naps all the time, just think about all the work you could have done instead of doing that. While you're taking a nap, while you're sleeping those extra hours, there is someone else out there in the world grinding and actually working. That is why personally, I'm not a big fan of sleep, if I'm being completely honest. I believe only sleeping the necessary hours. I don't believe in taking a nap, for example. And also real quick, I want to shift gears a little bit and talk about the price of Bitcoin, because let's face it, right? As of right now, whatever happens to the price of Bitcoin is heavily going to impact the price of Casper. And if you take a look at this chart, Bitcoin as of right now is experiencing a very, very similar pattern to what it experienced back in 2015. And back in 2015, near the end of the year, when we saw this pattern happen, soon after in 2016, the price of Bitcoin had a rally up. This could very well signify a rally for the price of Bitcoin in 2023. However, there's a lot of factors to take into account as to whether or not this is going to happen. First of all, you take a look at the US dollar that's constantly gaining strength. You take a look at inflation rates, and you just take a look at the economies just overall around the world not doing good whatsoever. However, besides that point, it is still a good sign historically speaking, nonetheless, for the price of Bitcoin and along with the whole crypto space overall. And that's been it for today's YouTube video. Hopefully everyone enjoyed the video, and make sure to smash that like button. Also, make sure to click subscribe so you don't miss out on the latest and greatest Casper news and content. It's been Lee the Captain, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. I'm out. Peace. Bye.